1.
Fight!
I spent 20 years in the darkness. I know what it looks like. So without further ado, please welcome Brian Kendrick.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to say this. Somebody knows how to fix some music that really hits you right here. It's good stuff. You guys know how I roll. A lot of you listen to me on social media, and I can't help but to get excited. I'm going to tell you what, I look across this room, and I can make eye contact with so many people that I know personally, that I'm growing with. I mean, I know you guys intimately. I mean, we're growing together. We bear our character defects together. We are winning. So I want everybody here to give yourselves a hand because you're winning. Because when it comes to addiction and when it comes to alcoholism, a lot of the characteristics are the same, right? We all experienced a lot of pain. We experienced enough pain until we felt enough and we changed. We all hit a bottom. We all hit a turning point. If you're in recovery, can you please put your one up? I love that. That's amazing. I've got this theory on humanity that everybody on the planet is either currently suffering from something or recovering from something. It's not so much the things that happen, it's what they mean to us, how we see the world. This is what I learned because I didn't understand life. I didn't understand anything. All the things that I thought I knew, I learned that I didn't know. I had to reach out for help. I had to have some wise counsel because wise men seek wise counsel, right? Amen. I finally fell to my knees and I surrendered and I said, I don't know nothing. Will you please teach me? Will you please show me? I don't know how to live. I was always so full of self-pity. And guess what? When you're feeling sorry for yourself, when you're putting yourself below everybody, that is the ego. When we hear the word ego, I refer to it as the parasite. It's anything that separates us. That means if I put myself above or below or different, if I push you away because you're different, or I'm worse than you, I'm not as good as you, I'm different, then that prevents me from connecting. And the only way that I heard His voice, the only way that my God speaks to me, it's not a voice from the sky, it's through other people. Amen. So in order to find my God, I had to start listening to other people. Sometimes the truth has to be smacking you in the face. Sometimes we don't want to hear the truth, and that was me. I worked a 12-step program. Well, let me tell you this. You guys don't hear me. I don't say Jesus a lot. I don't say Jesus a lot. But let me tell you this. I'll stand right here and I'll tell you, Jesus is my Lord and Savior.
Amen. Amen.
I had to climb 12 steps to get there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I try to live my life to the best of my ability, and I have studied it inside and out, along with other religions, because I had to do my research. This road that I'm walking is hard. This road that I'm walking takes the air out of me. This road, when my daughter, that I have most of the time all by myself, and I'm trying to help all these people, and I got all these messages, and I don't know how to adult, and everything comes crashing down, and I fall to my knees, and there's nobody around, and if I didn't have God, I would have went back to using a long time ago.
Amen.
Sometimes God will do things to get you to Him. If you refuse and turn your back on God and your ego wants to take credit for the things that you're doing, God has a way of getting you back home, baby. Look at how many different recovery homes, how many different types of fellowships are in this room right here, right now.
Amen.
You know what that tells me? Unity, baby. Unity.
Amen.
I practice a non-dualistic mindset. It is with love. Ooh, now I'm starting to feel it. Say it again for me. The only way to fight hate is with love. All right. Many different forms of suffering in the world, and the solution is community, fellowship, and love. Wow. In too many scenarios. You know, I had 3 massive heart attacks. OD'd I don't know how many times, was in a whole handful of situations where I was the only one that walked away, and I literally became to the point where I thought that God wanted me to suffer and this was my hell. Cold still calls out my name, tempted to and you know what I live for? You know what this junkie, this alcoholic, this parasite,
The liar, cheat, and the thief lives for today. It's that moment where the broken, where the hopeless, where the helpless walk through the door and you're saying something or somebody says something and that look in their eye when they realize, well, maybe there's a way out. I'm going to tell you something that my ego prevented me from knowing for most of my life. If you go up to somebody and you honestly say, I do it all the time, it was hard at first, man, I admire what you're doing. I think it's amazing. I have no clue what I'm doing. Would you please show me? People will bend over backwards and move a mountain to help you. Find what you're good at and use it to help others. Self-care, self-love, all things good you can have. Every one of you is special. Every one of you was born with gifts and talents. You can do something that no other human on the planet can do. And I'm going to simplify it for you. We spend a lot of time trying to figure out what God's will for my life is. Your will is to love and be loved. And this is one I want you to get. I want you to get everybody doing this, man. Because we're all in recovery, right? Everybody. Even if you didn't raise your hand, after I explained it to you the way I look at it, I think we can all put our lungs up. I'm going to say one, and you say voice. And I don't want this to be a whisper. I want to raise the roof of the Bridge Church. I want Billy to hear it, wherever he's at. So when I say one, you say it, boys. Trust me, man, it's worth doing it. You feel the energy. Woo! I'm telling you, you love it. So, one. Boys! One! Boys! One! Boys! Oh, we gotta do it one more time. One! Boys! See, you guys feel that?
Everybody's got a blank page, a story they're writing today, a wall that they're climbing. You can carry the past on your shoulders. You can start over regrets. No matter what you've gone through, Jesus, He gave it all to save you. He carried the cross on His shoulders, so you can start over.
Humility. Wise men seek wise counsel. I now practice that. That is a part of my maintenance. I'm always looking for somebody new to take coffee to. Marty was my first. Now I've transcended. I just dump it on Marty. I encourage all of you to do the same. He's got tough skin.
Don't let your heart be troubled. Don't be afraid. To the brokenhearted, their wishes paid. Never been born, never been torn, never sinned, never disobeyed. I know you think there's no hope, no, but that ain't true.